absolute disaster. Islanders, welcome back to another video. So I've got 24 hours to do whatever I want. My family are away seeing relatives before Christmas. This is December. I've decided, as requested by you guys, to load up the van. I've got various adventure stuff on board. Got the kayak on the roof, mountain bike in the back, my freediving gear, got my submarine. I don't know how this is going to play out, to be honest. Weather report, I've just seen possible snow tonight, so we'll have to see. I don't even know where I'm going to go, but without further ado, we're in Laxey, so I can't talk much about Laxey without showing you the Laxey wheel. Thing's amazing, so we'll pull up there now, have a look at that, and then we'll head on down to the harbour for a quick kayak. Need to test out a few bits there, and then move on, I guess, mountain biking. It's a very loose arrangement, but hey, should be a fun ride. I'll show you my van setup later. Let's do it. So the Laxey wheel is the largest surviving original water wheel in the world. I think, and I could be wrong here, it stands at 72 feet tall. Let's go and have a closer look at it, shall we? Long way down. Lovely staircase. And the first order of call is going to be go and do some kayaking. Kayaks on the roof. There's a cave over here. Let's go and have a quick skeet in there. Not much going on in here, but hey, worth a look. Just from Amazon. Not sponsored or anything, but where I am now, situated between the two piers on the inlet, it's normally quite good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck it in and then we'll see. She's going in. The anchor's held pretty well actually. I did leave it full extension, so we will drift a little bit, but I'm pretty much stuck alongside between the piers, which is where I wanted to be. Fished for probably 45 minutes to an hour. No joy, but that's the way it is. Sometimes in winter it's not the same. Right, let's get back in and carry on with our 24-hour adventure. For any budding kayakers out there, they're the straps I use. Sea to summit, it's 4.5 meters. Probably a bit long if I'm honest, but really robust. I've used these for a long time. One at either end on the J bars, job done. Well, the kayaking was great. We're losing light though. It's gone a bit grey, but anyway, off to do the mountain biking now. Hello. Hello. We're in Vauxhall now, the place where I grew up. Love it down here. Just gonna have a little rip through the glen. Running out of daylight, so I got that long. All right, fella. Was trying to get a cinematic drone shot. That has now resulted in absolute disaster because my drone, I don't know what was wrong with it. It went into auto land mode. I couldn't cancel it. It wouldn't let me cancel it. I don't want to get wet feet, but personally, I don't even know why I'm trying to recover the drone. It's fucking. Right, went in the drink around here somewhere. Shit, we got a light on. Medic. Hang on though, we've got... That can't still work. Surely to fuck, that's got to be dead. Anyway, here's the dead drone. I can't believe the camera is still working after being fully submerged in water. I'm not having that. Main controller data error. Yeah, I'd say it's absolutely curtains for that drone. I can't believe the camera still works. She's done me proud, to be fair. Rest in peace. Planning on getting them wet, but hey ho, every adventure. Fully set up. We're in Port Erin Bay, which is one of the best places on the island for sunsets, but it's not looking great tonight, I'll be honest. Sun is due to set in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so before it gets too dark, let's show you around the van. So there we go. I'll show you each element. There's nothing Gucci about this, it's just how I do it, so I thought I'd show it to you. First things first, I've taken the bike out because it's wet minging, but you've seen that previously. Kayaks on the roof, sometimes there's a paddleboard. I actually have an inflatable paddleboard in there, deflated. So let's get straight to it. This is a 2016 Vauxhall Vivaro Sportif. When I got it, it didn't have any of the windows or the inside. I essentially insulated the inside, excluding the roof. I haven't done that yet. Put Ultra grip flooring down, windows either side, and a second row seats. But inside, got some fairy lights. Just what I do at night time is I have a tarp which I use magnets to get rid of that side so nobody can see in, and it's just more private. Obviously there's not heaps of room in here. It's purely for me, one-man adventures really. But yeah, that's the British Army issue Arctic sleeping bag. I've got a mat over there, and I've got an inflatable one. I've got various camping stuff. I keep stuff in these plastic boxes essentially. This one here is camping equipment. This one here is free diving equipment. What we got here? Yeah, we've got snorkel, masks, knives, wetsuit which I might use in the morning, various cook stuff. This here is really useful. It's basically people use them in camper vans, but it's just crystals, because obviously if you sleep in here overnight it generates condensation, so it absorbs them, and that's why I keep it there. This is where I sleep by my head. Various rock straps, these are dead handy for unloads. Let's go around the outside. You've seen the kayak today. I've just put the freediving fins out there for now, they're quite big, and the rod. Like I say, you name it, it's in there. Trangiers, got the jet boil Minimo here, cooking something up. Percolator, I don't do anything uncaffeinated. I've got a real termite meal, which to be honest I'm probably going to sack off, because there was a really good chippy over there, and that's what I think I'll do. I've got these nets on the back, put these on here. That's a VHF radio, freediving gloves and boots, spare snorkel. This side we have a bike helmet and 2 first aid kits. This one here is an individual first aid kit. It's got all sorts of tourniquets, Celox hemostatic granules. This is for major trauma, that's just for a nick. Okay, I've got me kayak net, which I didn't take out before, for catching fish. And then obviously a bit of firewood and a 1 Tigris stove. Depending on where I am, I'll have a fire normally. In here I've got my fishing tackle, various lures, etc. But yeah, the Arctic sleeping bags rated to -12. I did insulate the bottom here as well, so we're good. The fairy lights, they'll be fine later on, they're just battery operated. On the roof, you've seen this a bit already. Whoop, I've got J-bars for the kayak and straps, and then sometimes I put the paddleboard on this side if I've left it inflated. Yeah, got the rod obviously. Oh yeah, so these are telescopic sort of tarp poles. They go to like 2 to 3 meters, so sometimes I'll have these out and I'll put some sort of tarp on the top, and it gives me like a cheap awning basically. You can either tie the tarp to the top or use super strong magnets. I'll tell you what, when they're on, they're bloody hard to come off, so they're actually quite good, but I'm not going to use the tarp tonight, there's no need. And there we go, in the bottom here, it's quite good. It's just a hand warmer, but I chuck it in the bottom of a sleeping bag, and it can get up to like 50, is it 51, 55 degrees? 55 degrees, really good, keeps your feet warm in the colder conditions. Some might say glamping. That's also just a canine dog bed if he comes along. And if you wonder where I power things from, it's this, the EcoFlow. I also use that for the mobile cinema, which I've used in the past. Really cool. Oh, the sky's looking crazy over there. But I tell you what, this 360 camera can do this crazy sky thing called, I don't know what's called, Sky Labs or something. So right now, I can turn the sky into amazing stars. Or the Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights. Let's have it. We have got some sort of sunset. It's over there, you can't really see it. It's proper chilly now, and I'm going to cycle up to the chippy, so I thought, great time to test these out. Heated gloves by Unigear. They're turned on. Let's go red as, hang on. Absolutely red pigs on that one. About 4 hours, I believe, on that setting. So there's 2 little battery packs that go in here, which heat the glove, but it's not been cold enough to try them out yet, so I'll try these on the ride up to the chippy. Let's get to it then. My hands are warm. Should be fine there for a few minutes. Beautifully and Christmassy. Right, there's Chippy. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Back in the van now. Chippy tea, that'll do. Nothing too crazy. They're pretty good, I have to say. Quite impressed with them. I'll turn them off actually. But yeah, this is the ambience tonight. A bit festive themed. But what I'm going to do is have my chips and then maybe put a film on or something. It is Baltic outside. Definitely feels like it could snow, but who knows. I know for one thing, I will not be cold in the British Army Arctic sleeping bag. No way. Alright, I'll come back a little bit later on before bedding down. Thanks for joining me so far. Cheers, guys. Tarp's all set up now, so no one can see in through the front windscreen. It's just magneted up, like I said before. Basically, just about to get in the bag now. I've watched a few things on Netflix. I think I'll just get my head down and see you guys in the morning. There's not much really else to show you from the inside of the van. It's been quite an adventure today. Bittersweet, I've loved it. But obviously the drone, going terminal. But hey, I had that drone for a long time, so it is what it is. I shall see you guys in the morning. Who knows what the weather will do. It's Baltic out there now. I think it's like 1 degree outside. Feels like it could snow. But who knows. I've got me warm gear on. I've got me balaclava on. All ready to go. I'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers. Thanks, Islanders. Good morning, everybody. Oh, got cold last night. Didn't snow. Made myself a nice coffee at the water's edge and some pancakes for breakfast, which is always appreciated. Oh, it's so cold, so I had to scrape some ice off the windscreen of the van earlier on, but inside the van temperature was about 4 to 5 degrees Celsius, and outside it got down to 0, I think 0.5 when I was looking anyway. So yeah, a very cold day, probably the coldest day so far, certainly for the last few months. And I am still contemplating going for a free dive, but I'm not going to do it here in Port Erin. Conditions look a little bit lumpy. I was never cold. The Arctic sleeping bag was fantastic. Obviously, you know, if you're hardcore into this, you'd be looking at getting a diesel heater, but I'm not, and I'm quite comfortable just using the sleeping gear really. So yeah, I think what we'll do now is I'll get everything chucked back in the van and we'll head over to St Michael's Isle, which is the other side of the coast. We'll have a little look there. It's a bit of a seal colony. And if I can work up the minerals, I'll get in the water, but that is to be determined. Well guys, I'm rigged and that was emotional. I'm not gonna lie, I might have urinated in my wetsuit just for that additional warmth factor. So yeah, we're here, St Michael's Isle, also known as Fort Island. There's a fort here, there's a chapel from like the 17th century. It's a really cool place to come and have a little explore, and this is a seal colony. But without making this video too long, I'm just gonna cut to me in the water. Well guys, hope you enjoyed the van adventure. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys.